Hello, everybody. Hello, I hope you can hear me. Hello. All right. Hi, everybody. Eric here today for Smartbook, which I'm proud to be representing today. Smartbook is a incredible platform for beauty professionals, coaches, life coaches, fitness professionals, any people, any professional in the service industry that works on an appointment basis. So, Smartbook is a cool platform that would help you handle your business very smartly. And today we're going to discuss um, why it is important for businesses, especially small businesses that run on appointments, to be able on the internet to charge deposit fees for their appointments, and how Smartbook make it very easy. Smartbook, as I was explaining, is a platform for booking, scheduling, and also selling products and services. So here I have an example of a business, a hair braiding business specifically, on Smartbook. And this is the way the profile looks. I'm logged in as a client, and I'm looking here at a business page, which you can also get. And basically, you get a link to a similar page, right, online, that you can add onto your social media: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, etc. And from this link, your clients can view your services, browse through pictures, right, and pick variants for your services. As you can see here, I have 3 variants for this service. I have a standard, large, and it's different prices and different durations. Okay, so your clients can come here and book your services this way. It is really, really cool. We also have a mobile version that I can show you real quick that looks exactly like you have here. And your clients can also browse through your services this way. One of the coolest things with Smartbook is that each service has its own page. So whenever you're working with clients, or a client is calling you, or you're discussing online with them, and you have um, that you know what they want, you have a good idea of what they need, you can simply just send them a straight link to a specific service. I think it's really cool. So I'm gonna click on single braids here, and as you can see, it has its own page, right? And you can send this link straight to your client for booking. There's a share this service button. So this way you can avoid a lot of confusion. Let's say you have, like, I don't know, 20 services and your clients are confused, you can just send them a direct link. So here today we are discussing the importance of requiring or asking for your clients to pay a deposit fee prior to the appointment. So why do people do this? It is to prevent no shows. Okay, we know that it's easy online usually to just go and reserve stuff that later on you don't buy. It's like I don't know if you know about there's something called an empty cart syndrome or something like that, whereby users of a website, let's say an e-commerce website, would put a lot of items on their cart, and then they will not proceed to complete the payment. That's good when it's a product that you're selling online, because it's not leaving your inventory. But when it's your time that is at stake here, you might want to have a way to make sure that your client is actually going to show up. One of the ways to do it is to require a deposit payment that would guarantee your client that you'll be there, but also it will guarantee you that this client is not going to disappear. Because let's say you might have gotten another client for that same time frame, right? So you made time for this client and they're not showing up, so this could cause an issue. So I'm going to show you real quick how your clients are going to be experiencing this, and then we can talk about how you set it up. okay, as a professional. So on Smartbook, you have two sides. So your clients view your website, right? But you also get to have a back-end version kind of the website where you can make the changes, add new services, add more time or less to your calendar. So here we are looking at a client view of a business page. Let's say you own a business. This is how it's gonna look on Smartbook, which I believe is very, very, very nice. So your client would come here, and let's say I want to book this quick braid service here. I'm gonna pick an option. I'm gonna pick the small option, which is for $90 and takes 2 hours. And then I'm gonna click on book. And as you can see, I'm prompted with a pop-up, okay, that says that a $25 deposit is required to schedule appointments. Cool. I'm gonna say got it, so I can proceed. And now I get onto this page where I can even make better choices. So I can switch services here, or I can switch to the different options that we have. So I said we're gonna proceed with the small option, and I'm gonna click on next. Next, I'm prompted with add-ons. So if you sell add-ons, probably like a consultation here, the consultation add-on costs $40 and takes 30 more minutes. So your client can take that option and elect to get that add-on. So I'm gonna proceed with next here. As you can see, from $90, I'm now at 130 because of the consultation fee. Next, I can pick a date. I'm gonna pick, let's say Saturday at 10 a.m. That works for me. And who will host the appointment? My stylist. And the supplies would be provided by me. You can switch that if you're a provider that do provide supplies. The client has the option to pick who's going to provide the supplies. And then click next. Here is a recap for this appointment. And if your client likes this recap, all they need to do is click book now. So I'm reminding you that I'm using it right now as if I was a client. So now I'm prompted to pay the deposit fee of $25. So this is how, as a client, this whole thing works. Okay, so I can enter my email, enter my debit card information, etc., and click on pay to proceed. So Smartbook also has PayPal and Square. So this is Stripe. Okay, so you have 3 options to get payments with Smartbook. You have Stripe, which is the default version. So you have PayPal and you have Square. So whatever fits your needs, it will work. So I'm going back here, okay, and as you can see, it's pending payments because I didn't proceed with the payment because I don't want to enter my personal information online. But you can see here that the appointment is pending payment. Okay, so your client will be able to pay for the deposit, and you'll see that on your business side of things. Now I'm gonna show you as a business how this whole thing works. How were we able to set up this deposit payment in order to book an appointment? I'm gonna go ahead and go to my business page. Okay. Real quick. 1 second as I'm getting ready. Okay. One moment. Yeah, all right. So we are right here on our business page. And on our business page, you can see this is an account overview. Okay, this is an account overview of what's happening. So you can see a notification snapshot. And let me go real quick to show you the book, just real quick so you can see what it looks like. So I have an upcoming appointment, as you can see here, for single braids. All right, this is my schedule for today. But let's talk about how you can set up deposits. So you go to payments when you're logged onto your business profile, and you have three big cards here, three big sections. The first one is about the payment gateway. As I discussed earlier, you can see that we have Stripe, PayPal, and Square. You can connect whichever fits your needs better and use that. Okay, if you don't want to pay for a subscription on Smartbook and you want to use it free per month but pay transaction fees, you'll be having to use Stripe. Okay, so only Stripe would work for non-subscribed users, but when you are subscribed, you have access to PayPal and Square additionally. So this is where you connect. You would, let's say you want to add a PayPal account, you would click here on connect by the PayPal logo here, and you can do that. Okay, so next in payments we have deposit settings. I'm gonna click on that, and here's where you set up your deposits. Okay, here accept payments online. You can see that there's a toggle here that you can switch. When you toggle that on, it means that you can now accept payments online on Smartbook. If you require a deposit for your appointment, which is what we're discussing today, you will have to have this toggle on. And when you toggle that on, you have more options. Okay, so Smartbook by default would let you charge not just the deposit. Let's say the person is going to book you. At the time of booking, they can pay the deposit, but once they booked, anytime they want, they can also pay the remainder through Smartbook. So let's say your appointment is 200 and the deposit is 50. When the client is booking you, they can pay the $50 first, and then anytime they want, they can come back and pay the 150 remaining. So if you don't want that and you just want to collect deposits only and don't let your client have the option to pay the remainders, you can just click this and it will toggle it on, and your client will not be able to pay any remainders but just the deposit. Okay, now what deposit type would you like your client to pay? So we have two deposit types. Okay, we have amount and percentage. So if you want your fees to be set by percentage, you can go ahead and set percentage, and then you enter the amount, let's say 10%. This would auto calculate the percentage for each of your services and would set that as the deposit price for your services. But if you want, you can charge a fixed amount. Then you can switch this to amount and put in a dollar amount. Here I entered 25. Okay, so that's my deposit fee, and I'm gonna go ahead and click save. So now these are my deposit settings, okay, for payments, and that's how you set up the deposit fees. Let's because we just worked with $25 earlier, let's just enter back, let's say 10 here. I'm gonna enter 10 just so you can see that it has changed when I'm gonna go back on my client profile. Okay, subscription settings here is your own subscriptions and how you can manage it. Another thing you can do with Smartbook is request money, and also add coupons if you want to provide discounts. Those features are being worked on and are going to be featured soon on our platform. So now let's talk about deposit fees again. Okay, there are two main ways to handle deposit fees. You know how these transactions are paid for, right? These transactions are not free, basically. So Stripe is not transacting free of charge, and this is where we have an option for you called uh, um, booking fee payments. Payment, who's gonna pay for it, right? If you don't want to pay deposit fees, or like, I'm sorry, if you don't want to pay the transaction fees, you can pass that on to your client. Okay, so let's say there's a, I don't know, a $1 fee or $2 fee for the transaction, and you charge $25 deposit. It means that that $1 fee is going to be taken out of your $25, right? If you don't want that to happen, you can pass that fee on to your client automatically, which means that your client is now, instead of paying 25, going to pay $26 for the deposit, which is also a good option to have clean books, and to kind of know net what you're making. All right, so let's go back onto our client account. And click on, let's refresh it, and we'll click on book again, and you'll see a deposit of $10 is required to schedule appointments, which is exactly the amount that we've set. So we've discussed how you can set up deposit fees, how you can have your clients pay for a small fee in order to secure your time, and how you can set that up. You know that it is important as a professional to manage and handle your time the best way you can, and this Smartbook gives you the ability to do that. I can show you real quick how it looks on the phone as well. So when your client would click on book, they would get the same process. Okay, so if I, here I'm on my business account, but I can show you it looks the same. You can see, okay, here the person would pick it this way, and that's how that works. Okay, so yeah, I think we went through the whole system of deposit payment settings. And if you have any questions, my name is Eric at Smartbook. You can go to sbook.net, and go to the contact page, send us a message, or find us on the internet, find us on Instagram, Facebook, send us messages through there, and we'll be proud and glad to help. So please go ahead, subscribe to our channel. We'll be soon trying to post more videos about how to run your business, tips, stuff like that. So have a great day, and don't forget to go to sbook.net and find out how Smartbook can work for you. Have a wonderful day. Okay, bye.